This is Attorney Sarah Holmes of Holmes Business Law PC. We are a business and trademark law firm located in Philadelphia and the suburbs. We're talking about some employment issues today, common questions we get from clients. One of the most common questions we get from business owners that have employees is, how can I fire an employee? And the answer to that is, of course, a lawyer answer, which is it depends. So what you really want to think about with firing employees, which nobody likes to do, it's an unfortunate situation, but sometimes if people are not performing, or it could be the finances and economics of the business have changed, there are ways to fire employees. So number one, though, is we always say, well, what reason are you firing an employee for? Most business owners know, fortunately, that you should not be firing employees for any reason that would be discriminatory, that is illegal and against the law. So usually once we establish with the business owner that the reason for the firing is not any type of discrimination or retaliation, then we discuss, all right, if it's for poor job performance, the first thing we ask is, where's the documentation of the poor performance? Often the business owner doesn't have the documentation, or they have no written standards as to what the employee was supposed to be doing. It doesn't mean you can't fire an employee in that circumstance. It just means that defending yourself or your business from potential claims of discrimination or retaliation are much harder to do if you really don't have objective written documents showing that this person was poorly performing their job. So the biggest thing you have to remember is always have good employment policies in place. That means having a handbook. That means having written job descriptions. That means doing reviews with your employees where you are frequently reviewing and providing feedback on their job performance. It also means that if an employee is not performing, that you send them some type of written documentation, like, Sally, you were late 3 times last week. We know that you need to be here on time. That's a requirement of your job. So the more you document things, the easier it will make terminating an employee, and the better you will be if you do have to fend off some later claims of improper firing. The other thing is, consider whether you would want to pay an employee any type of severance for them to voluntarily quit. Sometimes there could be reasons that an employer may want to do that instead of just an outright termination. Of course, though, if you have any questions about employment law, terminating an employee, what type of documents and policies you should have in place, you should absolutely discuss with legal counsel. There are laws on the federal level, the state, and also the local level that deal with employment and employees' rights. So if you have questions, we represent employers. You can give us a call at 215-482-0285, and our attorneys are licensed in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Thanks.